Welcome to Players Parlor podcast, where we play games and talk through all of it while you can play along with us or just enjoy the show as we go along. Today we've got a returning guest again. We've got Running Stick Man, and
Hi.
always forget his name. He just said hi there. Because I've called him Running Stick Man for I think like 4 years now, so it's very difficult. It's Olav, of course. Olav has joined us. And today we're not doing a game that I think anyone would know yet. Some people might know it. Our friends will definitely know it. It is called The Story of E. Rose, and Stick made it. Olaf made this game. Can you believe that? He's actually a developer and he's actually accomplished something. Okay,
Well,
Olaf.
It's big words for for a short game, but yeah, I had an idea, meant to make it over the course of 2 days, ended up making it over the course of 10 weeks.
Oh, it's still better than most, Some people start and never end.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the screen we're on
true.
right now? What's happening here?
Well, the screen you're on is basically the one functional screen of the main system's computer for the ship you find yourself on.
Okay.
It's a control surface that you have never been taught how to use, and there are no manuals. There's no instruction.
Okay, so any guy building anything ever.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to press on engines. Very informative.
Well, I didn't want to help too much, I was sort of trying to think of what's the least amount of effort a massive multi-trillion-dollar company in the future would put into their guidance system or, main main computer hub for their, bottom tier ship.
I just need to move something here because the camera is blocking some of the words, so I can't actually read what is on some of the stuff there, and it's causing an issue for me. But that's a me problem. Okay. So you weren't supposed to do this as some kind of challenge, were you?
What do you mean? Make the game or
make the game as one of those competitions or something, or was it just like a personal challenge that you wanted to do for 2 days?
So, well, I before last Christmas, I think it was early December, I saw that there was a game jam about making detective games.
Yeah.
I thought about joining in on, but I ended up sort of just forgetting about it mainly. But the idea of making sort of a slight bit of a mystery puzzle type game stuck in the back of my mind. And I find that when I have ideas that stick around in the back of my mind for long enough, they're sort of worth it going after them. And yeah, that's sort of what happened really. I had it hanging around the back of my mind, made a horribly overly complex flowchart to look out and to sort of outline the story. And that took me, I thought I would be able to make the flowchart in a few hours. That ended up taking me about 2 days, which is the point at which I should have maybe reconsidered.
Nah, man. You got it done. That's what's important here.
Yeah.
Repair external reactor. I'm kind of figuring it out.
Yeah. I will say as well, I do not remember fully. So there are 6 endings in the game. I do not remember fully how to get to the various ones.
Wait,
So
so hold on. This is like your first actual game that you've actually launched and you gave it multiple endings.
yes,
That's insane.
it's I just again I sat with the flowchart in front of me and tried to sort of reason out what would someone perhaps expect to have happen when they press on button, button whatever. And it ended up being more logical for me that there were multiple endings. Not fully realizing how much more of a workload that would be. um, and yeah, it sort of ended up taking a lot of time to try to make it work. And for anyone who is knows how anything about programming all out there, everything you see in the main screen is all in one script, which is a terrible way of doing it. I know. I started
Ooh.
off in a bad way and sort of didn't really fix it into being a better thing.
Speaking of multiple endings, I think I just got to the first one that I found.
Yeah, you got to the what I call the sort of average, not average, not good, not bad ending.
The heroic self-sacrifice one. I'm getting from the.
Yeah, you're
Uh,
dead, but everyone else might be fine.
I mean, 2 people did die. Well, one person died before I even got there,
Yeah.
so that's. Okay, so I'm gonna do the reactor again. Investigate cooling. I'm kind of enjoying it. I mean, I'm confused as I'm always am, but you know.
I mean, the I will say the confusion is sort of meant to be part of it, if that makes sense.
Mm, mm. Yeah, it does
So
actually make sense. Yeah, external status. It's kind of it's a life support resolve port 2 as the captain. So if I open this, insufficient power. Okay. Uh,
I wasn't gonna let you get out of it by being able to have any other crew members.
that was just
That
like
wouldn't be fun.
that. It was logical for me to be like, yeah, just like you know, power to.
No, I mean, your thought process is entirely correct. It's just trying to wake up. I was trying to think like, okay, how much power does it take to wake up someone from cryosleep? Well, probably quite a bit. You have to.
Oh, a beastly roar is heard from the cargo hull as the reactor goes silent. Just as you see 4 yellow eyes blink in the distance. I'm gonna freaking hide. You let out a small breath. Suddenly, the little fear. Why would I do it? Okay. I'm assuming that was like one of the first truly bad endings.
That was ending number 5.
What is the best ending that you remember
Um,
making?
well, the best ending, you can survive. You can not just save yourself, but save all your crewmates as well. Well, apart from the one that's dead from the beginning. But that's, besides the point. But there is a genuinely good ending.
Oh man. Okay, so these 2 steps are the ones that I'm going to keep repeating because they seem like the best ones. What does this mean? Yes.
Congrats.
Whoa, whoa, wow! Ha! Ha! Booyah, got it.
Who would have thought send the distress call would sort of be the one that makes sense, doesn't it?
I didn't know that was the distress call. I genuinely thought that exclamation mark was just meant for the cargo holder problem.
No. So the buttons do different things depending on what stage in the game you're at, in a sense.
Okay. Yeah.
There's also, I don't know if because I can't hear it right now, but there is also music on these end screens as well.
Yeah, I can kind of quietly hear it in the background because, as you know,
Nice.
like I kind of mute them before I start. Otherwise, I can't hear what you're saying, and it gets very difficult trying to like play a game and listen to what you're telling me. And now,
Fair.
while I've got you here, right, I remember you sending me very frantic messages, being very frustrated about some of this game. So you've got to walk me through the entire process of making it, like. Because I remember there was one week and I woke up and you were just shouting at me, just like you changed one thing and it broke everything. I was just like, man, I have no idea what to tell you here. Like this is how I understand programming.
Um, I do sometimes have the need to vent a bit, I will admit. Basically, the way I did it was, as I said, all you see in that main screen you're on now is
Hmm.
controlled by a single script. And the way, because this game is made in Godot, the way that handles it is each button, so far as I'm aware, and granted, this is the first time I've properly used Godot, so I'm not an expert, but from what I understand, a button can only connect to one function at a time, or one function ever when it's pressed. So all of the logic of which state of the game you're in has to be handled in such a way that when I press one button, it then is able to calculate what stage in the game it is in, what has happened before, and what may happen next. And the problem with implementing that I found was you make one tiny change, or you try out something, and the whole sequence of events is broken, and you don't really know where to go in and try to fix it. So I probably could have saved myself a lot of headache by
I continue on.
um, as the sound of a reactor exploding. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, so I probably could have made the whole system in the background better. As I said, I only thought this would take me 2 days, and I didn't want to spend and even more doing this because I've also been working on another game that I've been sort of focusing on, mainly focusing on. So I was doing this mainly over the weekends,
Hmm.
and you get to a point where you just sort of want to have it out and done so you can go back to focusing on the
on what
actual
you
game you're
on
making.
what you're really trying to do. Yeah, I get that entirely. Um, okay, I think I've gotten like 5 endings now. One of them I unfortunately skipped
Oh no.
because I didn't realize it wasn't going to be an ending.
Yeah.
I do like the color scheme though, like the green on green. I never thought I'd like it, but I do actually enjoy it. It's quite soft on the eyes.
Yeah. So that's basically the color scheme is more or less taken um from the other game I'm making, and the sort of one of the menus you can get into in that game. Or at least the design, the colors are a bit different, but the design is the same,
Mm,
or
mm.
similar, I should say.
It is actually one of the reasons I kept getting confused between this and the other game because
Yeah.
all I knew about them were the colors and the pictures you've sent me before this moment. So I was always just like, okay, is this the same game? They seem similar.
Yeah. No,
Fortunately, they're not.
they look similar, but they've nothing to do with each other. I did think when I was first laying out the map of the story whether or not there was some way I could weave in some sort of interconnected multiverse stuff, and then I realized I don't want to do that because that's dumb. So yeah, they look the same but have nothing to do with each other whatsoever.
Did I get the bad ending again? Yes.
Yeah. I
I'm
think
gonna
that's
I'm gonna get that 6-1 if
so
it kills
I don't know entirely which ending you're missing, I will say. Um
someone at some point is gonna play this game while watching this video, and they're gonna be so frustrated with me not getting it. Because they're gonna be like, it took me like 2 seconds to get there, and I'm just sitting here like pressing buttons in hopefully different combinations. Okay, I've done the power, I've done engines. Okay. Reactor. Resolve. No. I've done this. Scan. Engines, no power. Reactor, multiple issues. Life support online. External status. Wait, can we go? What happens if I open all of them? Okay, they're all open. I think. No. Um, Power to engines. That just. This. Okay. Um. Uh.
I'm sort of just sitting back here and watching you go through this now.
Because I'm assuming this is your first actual time seeing someone playtest it for you.
No, I did
Oh,
have someone else help the day after it was released. I looked on as someone played it, not as thoroughly as you've been doing though.
I mean, I've done this before. I've got some experience in breaking things, you know. And we also need
as
to get
and
Scarlett to play it, you know, because she definitely knows how to break games.
oh god,
I mean,
it's
I think that's most of her job is breaking games.
it's a scary prospect, I will say.
Power to Goggle. What happens if I just okay? Reactor, resolve. What happened to all the words?
I don't know what could possibly have happened to the words.
Power cargo, all the power engines. I'm gonna click this. No, no, just an explosion. Bad ending again. I think that's like the third time in a row now.
Yeah, there's a reason this ending has the one of the more noticeable sound effects in front of it. Because I figured a lot of people were going to run into this one several times.
Okay, let me stop that one from happening now. I've got the reactor cooled. It won't explode again. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we've got full power and we've got full cooling. I just need to do power to engines. This is very annoying. I want to say like, can I click on the no
No.
captain or first officer? So is this is just a loop, right?
Yes.
Okay. So about to scan. Aha! This is the one that I accidentally skipped through.
Ah.
You direct the remaining batch power to one lost scan. Oh wow, that's depressing. Okay. I don't know. Is there one more one that I'm missing now? Because I've got the one where I die, but I send a distress signal. Got the one where I'm just send a distress signal and I survive. I've got the one where the reactor definitely blows up a lot. Got the one with the monster in the cargo hold, and I've got this one where I detect one more anomaly. I need one more. 6 endings to a game. This always gets me because it's like I like I like multiple endings, but I'll spend days trying to get them. And I don't know about anybody else listening. Come on, stick.
What?
Olav, help me. Help
I,
me.
I honestly don't remember how to get to the ending you're missing. It's part of the problem.
Ah! And
It's
I
been so
died
long
again.
since I looked at it myself. um,
Okay. It's got to be one where I'm not. I don't know. Resolve. Investigate reactor. No. Oh, I've got to stop doing that. Reactor. Resolve. Investigate cooling. Repair that. Okay. Info.
I do think I found out which one it is. You're missing.
Missing. Okay. And how do I get there? Is the real question.
That's a good question.
Okay. Because right now I'm on the way to the best possible circumstances. Because
Yeah.
I've got coolant and I've got power. The reactor's not gonna
Um,
blow.
maybe let me see if I can find the flowchart again.
Because my
'Cause,
assumption right now is there's 3 good endings and 3 bad endings, right? Because I've got 3 bad endings already. I've only got 2 good endings or good-ish endings.
I can say that is not the case.
Oh, so there's more
Uh,
bad endings.
there's 4 bad. One of the ones that you call good, I call not great, the one where you die. And then there's the good one.
Yeah, that's the good-ish one and then the good one. The orange ending and the green ending. So is there another
Yes.
orange ending or something?
No.
Oh. Is it a green ending?
No.
Is it a red ending?
Yes.
What can possibly go wrong at this point in time, though?
I think you haven't had a look in the cargo hold.
I have. It's the one where the monster attacks me, right? Hold
There is another one.
on. What I
There
think
is
I've
another
not.
option.
Yeah, I've not fought it, and I've not run from it.
Mm.
Active status, external status. How do I?
So those, I will say, those all count as the same ending in my overview of it.
Okay, wait. So if I go to the cargo hold, I can't do anything there, and I just lost the ability to scan things. I'm losing more power. What's happening? Power to cargo hold. Okay. Ventilate cargo hold. Hull integrity compromised. Analyze. Recent power surge detected. Reactor emergency shutdown detected. Insufficient battery power for restart warning. All systems failing. Am I going to go to emergency or to scan? I'm going to go to no. Oh, is this the last one?
I don't think so.
No. Okay. No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is the orange one. Okay. Okay.
So, do you want me to guide you to the last ending?
Yeah. Let's see. Let's let you guide me because I don't think I'm going to
Okay.
get there.
Go to reactor.
Yes.
Go to
Resolve.
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 Wait. Click power to cargo hold.
Okay, done that.
Info.
Info.
Life support.
Whoa! Eject, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Ejection will critically damage all integrity. Oh, okay. Stick, this is a very depressing game, but I'm liking it, but it's very depressing.
Well, I do find the best stories are told with an amount of tragedy to them. So,
I mean, you're not wrong.
no,
That was quite an experience. So, are you planning on like expanding on this, or is this just going to be it?
I don't think I'm going to expand on this game in particular. Will I make another similar one in the future? I don't know. I do have an idea in the back of my mind again for one that's slightly similar, not so much of a menu sim as this one is,
Mm-hmm.
but another sort of multi-ending type of puzzly find out the right path thing. I do I do as well. If you see the scrolling text
Oh, I'm
on your
wondering
menu
about
there,
those numbers. What do they mean?
well, that's a little hint about what might be in the game. It's some form of code,
Oh, okay. I'm
and
not
that scrolling text took me much longer to get to work than I am willing to fully admit.
Oh no. Cargo manifest redacted. How could scrolling text be that difficult though?
Well, I mean, because I was an idiot. When I first tried to implement it, I did it in a really dumb way, um, and then went around in circles of idiocy, and then eventually got to the point where it's at now.
And what was the main issue that you had to resolve? What
So
did you do wrong is what I want to know actually.
so what I did wrong is basically that ticking down is based on a timer, right? And the
Okay.
way timers are treated is it's not doesn't tick from a whole number to a whole number. It ticks down in 10 decimal points or something continuously. So what I tried to do at first was have it be sort of I forget exactly how long it was, but every whole number it hit, it was meant to tick up another notch. That didn't work because I don't fully know why. Probably because I did something wrong. And then I tried various versions of doing that until I landed on a different system, which was just have a timer that's set to just be 2 seconds and make sure that all the text conforms to a certain what's it called layout, i.e.,
Mm-hmm.
two
Mm-hmm.
lines, and then basically every 2 seconds tick up 2 lines, and that's all it does.
And it works.
Yeah, it doesn't isn't the smoothest, but you know,
It feels kind of legitimately like one of those computers you would find on the Alien spaceship, like from Aliens the movie.
yeah.
Those classic like 1980s inspired super scientific futures where we still don't have LCDs or touchscreens, but we're in space. It kind of feels like that, you know?
Yeah.
And this entire incident does feel like something that would happen in that universe as well, now I think of it.
Yeah. There's bit of sci-fi, bit of year XXXX,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Lost in Space.
2846.
I genuinely forgot which year.
I just realized like build year 2846. I was like, okay. I kind of,
Yeah.
it's kind of
Well,
nice.
no, that's the build year. That's the build year of the ship, right?
Yeah, so it would be after that,
Yeah.
about 2-3 years after
Significant
that.
significant distance after that. No, this is an old like rust bucket of a ship.
Wait,
You're
I
flying
remember.
around in.
Hold on. I remember there's one part where we do see how long it's been floating. So,
Oh yeah, that is true.
are you? Is this one of those instances where like these people were put into like sleep, and then while they were traveling towards their destination, like technology around us, around them, increased so much that their trip became obsolete?
I hadn't thought that far, to be honest with you. Maybe.
No. Oh, okay, power to go. Okay, this is what I wanted to do. Okay, I'm gonna fight it because I'm counting all of these the same ending, but in different ways to get there. Oh, it's a chimera.
Yes. Well, I mean, I just try to come up with a reasonable sounding monster name, and I relatively recently read a book on Greek mythology, so here we are.
I mean, it's a good monster to choose. To be honest, but let me get that last one. I mean, chimeras are usually, you know, combinations of different things.
Yeah. There's also
Uh,
with, the ship you're on being the Scylla and its sister ship being the Charybdis.
Charybdis. Oh, is that like a?
I forget exactly which story it is, but it's the where I might be wrong, but it's something to do with like being stuck between a rock and a hard place, being stuck between Scylla and Charybdis. Is a
Because
thing in Greek mythology.
one is forever
A male
swallowing the ocean, and the other one is on a island and has super long necks and stuff, and just like reaches out and eats you.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you,
was it.
Percy Jackson. Aha. Otherwise, I would never have known that.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay. I think that's
It's a
pretty
very
much it.
short game.
It's a very short game. It's a very fun game, actually. Like, if I think if I wasn't with you, yeah, I probably would have spent the next 2 hours trying to get like that last ending
That's yeah. That's good
because
to know.
it's quite well hidden. Like, I wouldn't have logically thought of that until I got desperate enough, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's sort of the idea behind it is to have you effectively, you as in the player, effectively try to find, um, try out different things in the world, see what problems you encounter, and see how you try to solve them.
And I mean, clearly, my main solution to every problem is clicking buttons until something happens.
Well, I don't give you much else to interact with,
I mean,
so
to be honest with you, if this happened to me in real life, I would probably do the same. I would just keep pressing buttons until things happen.
well, yeah. I mean,
That
what
is,
else can you
I
do?
mean, that is my go-to solution to fixing my computer. I just press things until things happen,
Until
and
it makes the
uh,
happy beep.
yeah, until it stops, being unhappy with me. And last question: you made this game mostly alone, except for David.
Except for David, indeed.
Yes. So what did David do?
Who he is a sound designer
Yes.
who who went to the same university as me, but I didn't really get to know until after I graduated.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I basically shot him a message asking if he could help me make. So Oh, I hope I don't mess this up now. He made the ventilation sound effect of the monster being sucked out. He
Ah.
made the buzzing, everything gone horribly wrong sound effect. And there was one more that I'm gonna check because I don't have it in the back of my mind and I don't want to be incorrect. So that's one he made.
Yeah, I just, as we're speaking of him, I'm gonna go and specifically, what was it? Engines? No. It was life support. I wanna get that sound, you know.
Yeah.
So for the first time in a while, I've actually turned on.
So yeah, the last one he made was the explosion before the ending as well.
Okay, I'll get that one in a second. I want to go. I put power to the cargo hold. And its life
Yes.
support was analyzed, wasn't it? No. Yes, it was. Okay, there we go.
Yes.
Eject.
So that one
Oh, that was no
does
sound.
not have. No, that's not the sound, the explosion.
Well, the explosion is pretty easy, fortunately. Just redirect power to
and the last one was to get to the point where you can ventilate the cargo hold, if you remember that.
Okay. Let's see. That was.
So you have to resolve the reactor a bit first.
Resolve no. Reactor, resolve. Escape cooling, repair that. It was then investigate infrastructure, repair that. Who did that sound like? The fixing?
That was me putting a microphone right into my printer as an afterthought sound effect of. Well, I mean, I guess
it works beautifully.
Work.
It works beautifully because I would never have guessed that's what it was. Okay, cargo hold.
That was an Audio Technica 2020 stuffed into a printer.
Okay, what do I need to do to vent to power to cargo hold? Right?
Maybe.
Okay, info, ventilate cargo.
Yes.
Oh,
that sound effect, and that was. I was perhaps a little bit cruel when I asked him about it because I wanted it to be a very quick sound effect, right? You don't ventilate into space over a slow period of time, you know? It's something that happens almost instantly. And so getting all of the sound that I wanted to have into the space of 1 second was something that was very difficult for him to do. But I think he did a very good job with it.
He did a fantastic job of it, honestly. Okay, hold on, because I just had it muted so nobody else heard that sound. So I just need to remake it. Reactor, resolve, power to cargo hold. Info. Okay, there we go. Okay. Analyze. And that's, I think we've pretty much talked about every part of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, this is quite a fantastic game. I actually really enjoyed it. Not that I didn't expect that I wouldn't. Like I knew I would have fun with it.
I think, yeah, for a game that took about no more than 20 days to make, considering I didn't have, about 2 days a week for 10 weeks. About 20 days.
Yeah, that's about 20 days. Yeah, and you didn't spend full days on it. I'm assuming.
Well, I spent the weekends on it.
Yeah, no, those don't count.
I worked 7 days a week, effectively. Don't know why I did that to myself, but here we are.
You're getting ready for that game developer grind. What can you say?
Oh God, no! I don't. What I know now is I never want to do that and go through that again.
The problem
It
is,
is. It is.
the problem is that's kind of what every game dev ever says they do. Is like, oh yeah, we worked 7 days for 4 months.
Well, you're not meant to do that. That's the thing.
I think the only
It's not a good
developers
thing
that
to do
haven't
that.
done that in recent memory is Rockstar, because they've just been doing
Well,
GTA 5.
They're doing that now.
They're doing it now, yeah.
With GTA 6. They are getting the crunch machine back on.
See, I mean, this is perfect training. Perfect training. Do you want to talk about your next game?
The next game.
The next game,
well,
the other game that's been the 5 days a week.
Unless I do another of these stupid side projects, which is not impossible. The next game is going to be Lab 77. Which...
And that's not as simple as this, and it's not as short either.
No, good Lord, no. It's I guess you could call it a sort of puzzle platformer. There's 77 levels, not counting the tutorial, which would make it 78. And yeah, it's you play as a lab specimen that has been created for the purpose of replicating yourself and being used as building blocks, effectively. Why such a creature exists, who knows?
I mean, I'm assuming we'll learn through 77 different levels.
Maybe. It's not. Yeah, there's some background to it. And yeah, I'm trying to think of what else to say really about it. Should be out this year.
I mean, this year's got plenty of time left.
Yeah, that is true. And yeah, if that's something that interests you, then keep a lookout for it.
Oh, I'm pretty sure the people that do listen to the podcast are very interested in those types of games. Going from just like the feedback I've gotten from views, any game where I'm doing well, very low views. Any game where I start to struggle, very high views.
I will say the controls are very floaty for a platformer, which is on purpose because I like them to be that way.
Oh no.
I have had feedback from people who have struggled with it. I'm not changing it.
This game is going to cause me to get so mad, isn't it? Okay. But I
It's
think
also kind of the purpose, yes.
I think we are ready to end the podcast there, though.
Yeah, just one last thing about the tagline for Lab 77 is it's the game you'll love to make your friends play.
Fantastic. I'm not going to stream this. I refuse. I'll watch you stream it.
What makes you think I'm going to stream it?
Well, you better stream it. It's your game.
Oh, yeah.
I'll send it to one of my other friends that stream and see how they react to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Olav, it's been fantastic having you here again, as always.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me showcase your game on my stream as well. I'm sure everybody enjoyed me getting a little bit confused there as well, and then having to call in the actual developer to talk me through it.
It's a bit of a cheat code.
Yeah, it's a bit of a cheat code. It's a flex that I'm going to use in the future as well, It's one of those like...
Oh, right.
Yeah, sure. I got stuck on this level, and then I called the developer to help me through it.
Sure.
Thanks, everyone. Olav, want to say goodbye?
Bye.
Okay, thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you guys next week. I've got Scarlet Dawn is the previous week, and this one is launching, I think, near the end of April. So you should all have a fun time, and see you in May. Cheers.